knowledge and skills needed for aviation maintenance, repair, and overhaul, the MRO industry. Do we have the presenter?
Yes.
Kanyarose?
Yes, Kanyarose.
Yeah, so do you want to share your presentation? And when you're ready, can you start, please? Thank
Okay.
you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Um,
Good afternoon.
yes, my name is Kanyarose Chaitiparsana from Mahidol University, Thailand. Today, I'm gonna present my research is Special Skill and Workforce Development in Aviation Maintenance, Repair and Overhaul, or MRO industry. In aviation industry, we can divide into 8 group stakeholder consisting of airport regulators, logistic provider, supporting business airlines, manufacturing and maintenance, and navigation service and human resource. In this research, we will focus on manufacturing and maintenance and human resource. Now Thailand wants to be an aviation hub, so they released 3 development plans to make an aviation hub. The first one is the 12 National Economic and Social Development Plan. This plan is for the operational level. They make the infrastructure and they need the cooperation in international cooperation and national corporations. The second is Industry 4.0 Policy Plan. Aviation and logistics is the new S-curve or new industry that Thailand wants to develop this industry. And the third is Eastern Economic Corridors. This is development plan in 3 provinces in east of Thailand, Chonburi, Rayong, and Chachoengsao. This slide show about the number of flights that the number of flights around the world that increase in every year, and the next years or a couple of years is higher. The information from Airbus show the number of aircraft in Asia increasing around 35%. That's higher in other regions. So the trend of aviation industry has come to Asia. This slide show about the number of forecast growth rate in Asia. When compared the growth rate in Asia, Thailand is the third group in this region with Philippines and Vietnam. And the main competitive of Thailand is the second group is Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. MRO is the aviation maintenance and overhaul. But before aircraft take off till after aircraft landing, the responsibility of MRO workforce are organize efficient and resourceful work plan, maintenance aircraft component checks, maintenance and troubleshoot of aircraft system, construct support device of aircraft, list and interpret maintenance manual, ensure aircraft are completely with set standard. This research wants to analyze the different gap between the workforce demands and skill current curriculum offer in terms of aviation maintenance, repair, and overhaul industry. And this research is studied before the COVID-19 situation. In this research, we make into 2 sides. The first is demand side and supply side. In demand side, we collect data from government policy, international standard, industry demand, and demand. In supply side, we collect data from current curriculum, practical training, and after that, we will find the gap between the demand side and supply side. This research has 5 steps to compare the to complete this research. The first is identify research problems. Step 2 is literature review. Step 3 is data collection. In this step, we need to collect the data in two parts. First, we collect the data from international standard, other MRO curriculum course, and literature review. The second is we collect the data from aviation maintenance curriculum that Thailand offers. Step 4 is gap analysis. After we have the data from supply side and demand side, we use the gap analysis to find the gap between two sides. And the last step is analyze and conclusion. From Singapore Skill Futures, they classify aviation industry demand into four groups: the aircraft maintenance, fleet management, aircraft engine component maintenance, and manufacturing. And two sections consist of technician and engineering and management. In this research, we focus only two groups, that is aircraft maintenance and aircraft engine component maintenance, in terms of technician and engineering only. This is a international standard, ICAO Part D1 aircraft maintenance technician engineering mechanic. This is a aircraft maintenance manual that tells about the knowledge and skill that workforce need to be. This manual can divide into 5 parts. Part 1 is about the law and regulations of aviation. Part 2 is airframe maintenance. Part 3 is engines and power plant maintenance. Part 4 is avionics maintenance, and Part 5 is human performance and human error. For the demand side data, we collect the data from aviation curriculum. This one is come from the Singapore, and we focus on only special knowledge and skill from Singapore curriculum that can classify into 3 parts. That is airframe maintenance, engine maintenance, and avionics maintenance. This slide shows the information from the literature review that study about the special knowledge and skill for MRO industry that can be classified in T parts as the Singapore and international standard. This is the supply side data that collect from aviation curriculum in Thailand. In Thailand, they can divide into 2 sections. The first one is management, and the second one is technician engineering. But in this research, we will focus only technicians and engineering in 3 degrees: diploma, bachelor, and master degree. For special knowledge and skill of MRO in Thailand, we study the aviation academic course from Civil Aviation Training Center, or CATC, and divide into three groups. And this one is the additional course that CATC opened for aviation workforce to train, consists of operation groups, specific training course, and ICAO Train Air Plus. After we collect the data, both of demand side and supply side, we use the gap analysis to find the gap that Thailand aviation cost lack and can be divided into 3 groups. The first group is airframe maintenance. Thailand need to add and develop in 9 subjects about the fabric covering, wood and structural repair, as one composite material, painting and finishing, floor system, ice and rain protection, collision control, flight mechanics, and aerospace manufacturing. The group 2 is engine maintenance. Thailand need to develop this subject and add that into 10 subjects. about the engine fuel, exhaust system, ignition, starting lubricant system, cooling system, removal and replacement, fire protection system, induction system, gas turbine engines. The last group, the group number 3 is avionics maintenance. Thailand need to add this subject for subject about the radio altimeters, autopilot, full authority, digital electronic control, and electronic engine controller. About the avionics maintenance, they need Thailand need to focus on this so much because aircraft in the future develop in to the aircraft maintenance. All of the subject that Thailand need to add and develop about aviation maintenance course is 23 subjects, and all of the subject can make this Thailand meet the standard, and Thailand can receive more the foreign aircraft for the MRO because Thailand want to be the aviation hub, so knowledge and skill that meet the standards is important to maintenance the aircraft. For the future research, to study about the important subject that we should give first priority and develop first, and need to study about the potential of country that can develop that subject or not. Thank you for your participation. Anyone have question?
Okay, thank you for the presentation.
Yes.
Kanyarose, we wait. Is there any question for Kanyarose from the participant?
May I have a questions?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you. That's very nice. I mean, analyze analyze the gap between the should be condition and the as is condition, in especially in Thailand. As you mentioned that going to detail on the tree area, which is related with the airframe maintenance, engine maintenance, and avionic maintenance. And since this is a very technical in the MRO industry, yeah. However, instead of those kinds of very technical things that related with the MRO industry, of course, there is a kinds of management side of this MRO industry. Like for example, as what as long as I know, when I'm taking more detail, have an experience taking more detail in the MRO in Indonesia, there is a lot of managerial things like related with the spare part inventory, and that's maybe also related with the how we can observe the spare part availability on the different place whenever the aircraft may possible to land to landing on. Yeah. And those kinds of knowledge related with the management and MRO also important. So I believe that industrial engineering major have a lots of contribution on those area of management and MRO. So so what do you think comparing between the technical one and the management one in the MRO industry? Thank
Um,
you.
sorry, can I hear the question again?
Okay, maybe my last sentence is the questions. Yeah, instead of the technical issue in the uh, maintenance or MRO industry, we also have to deal with the management. The management, like I give you an example related with the inventory, the spare part inventory of this MRO. So, what do you think about the knowledge related with the management instead of the technical one?
Okay.
Mhm.
For the management skill, that in my opinion, this is important for technicians or engineering for an MRO too, but not more than the technical skill. Uh-huh. Yes.
Thank you. That's an important question, one which I also wanted to ask about the knowledge and skills. I think there's a variety of knowledge and skills that is necessary in MRO industry. Um, Actually, I wrote a paper a couple of years ago on lean in MRO. Um, Lean techniques is quite used a lot in aircraft MRO as well. So yes, I agree. Management should have a say in management skills should be included in your analysis, I feel. There are also the need to include IT as well. The IT skills, there's quite a lot of roles that IT skill may have in MRO. So thank you very much for that question. It's very important question. Any more questions? Any more? Any additional questions before we move to the last presentation of today? Anyone adding any more questions? Okay, if there are no more questions, I would like to really thank Kanyarose for that presentation. I enjoyed it, I must say, and I think it's something that you can develop well into published very good journal paper if you're not already done so. So again, thank you very much, and thank you for that question as well.